Today we're going to talk about something super important, which is SSL certificates. In 2025, if you don't have an SSL certificate on, website might not even be there. Like, it doesn't really matter anything else if you don't have a proper SSL certificate. The main two things here is to get one and also make sure that it renews once it expires. I'm going to go through all of this and a little bit more in this video. First thing first, why do we even have a SSL certificate? Well, a SSL certificate helps the server and the client make an encryption in between them. So that means when you have a server and you have a client, there's no middleman that will be able to see what's happening. This means that if I am here in this beautiful hotel and I'm connecting to a website, the hotel owner can only see that I'm connecting to a server. They cannot see anything that I'm sending. They cannot see what I'm asking for, what I'm sending, my details, etc. So security-wise, this is super important. This is also important if you want to make sure that the government doesn't spy too much on you. And this is even more relevant when you go to countries that might not have the best freedoms as we have in the Western world. But besides that, your website is kind of dead in 2025 if you don't have this kind of certificate, because Google will lower your rank and people will just see a big warning and this is not secure, and most people will get away. So just by the fact for conversion, you want to make sure you have a proper SSL certificate and that it's renewed automatically. First thing first, let's check if you actually have an SSL certificate on your website. Go to this website here and just paste in your URL and see what it says. It should say something like you have a SSL certificate, that it is valid for X amount of days, etc., etc. If it doesn't work, you have to request it from your hosting provider, or you have to implement something yourself. If you're doing something like WordPress and you have it on Hostinger or HostGator, you will be able to just ask for it and get it. Most likely it should just be instant and automatic, and you shouldn't really see this. If you have a custom website, you might put it into your HTTP reverse proxy, which is something like Apache or Nginx or Caddy server. With Nginx, you can do it with Certbot, which is almost semi-automatic. You can ChatGPT yourself what you need to put in there. And with Caddy server, it should be automatic. So you have to search how to do that with your reverse engine if you have a custom website. Ideally, this should be something that developers have already done, or the DevOps team, whoever is doing it, should already be doing for you. Now, for renewal, it's super important, because if it runs out and you don't notice it, everything will just stop working. For this, I usually just use something called Uptime Robot, which you can see here. I set it up and I just basically say, hey, monitor my site and do this. Now, I think you'll have to pay for this here. There's also alternatives for this, so you might want to check on this. But Uptime Robot is an old one that have been here for a long time and is very trusted in the industry. So a lot of people just use that and pay a little bit more for it. By the way, this is just one point in my checklist, making sure your website is awesome and it's working technically. I will make even more checklists in the future, but do not forget to subscribe so you will see the next video about another very important thing. I already have a few videos up here. I'm going to link them up here or here. I don't know. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.